Welcome back to Toledo's most fun, local, and positive 9 a.m. show, Good Day. Kids are gearing up for a big boom of a holiday. The 4th of July is Friday, but how do you keep them occupied all day long before the big fireworks show? Rachel Meinke of Carpenter's Daughter Quilt Shop in Helena has some ideas this morning. Thanks for being here today.
Well, hey, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, yeah. What is it? It's like the fireworks don't go off until 10 o'clock, and you're like, okay, what do we do between now and then?
Absolutely, yeah. You have a lot of time to burn. So, so I just brought a couple of things. So
yes, fun.
I like this one is a wind sock. Okay,
that's so cute.
Yes, and it's things that you can utilize that you have at home. And if you have scrap fabrics, this is just a simple, easy project to do.
Okay.
And then here is another piece. And
or you can go to your shop and get some fabric.
You come to my shop too, absolutely, if you are in need, right? And then this one is the same kind of idea.
How nice.
But instead, you're going to use a stick. And I had already shared with you that the stick we're going to use is actually one my dog had drug up. So
Vlad can help me out with this. Yeah,
yes.
He can get me a stick.
Yes, exactly. And so
you have this hanging up in your shop, and people love it.
Yes. Everybody that comes in is like, oh my gosh, I love that, and it's super simple.
Yeah.
You know, it's just something simple and fun to make. So, do you want to start?
Let's do it.
Okay.
So you did a lot of the hard work though before you got here, the cutting part, and this is something that the kids can absolutely help with. Is cutting. Would you just do like strips? Yeah.
Yeah. So I went ahead and I cut strips, and these ones are actually 1 1/4 inch long.
Okay.
So all I do is I want the pretty part to show. Right. So I'm going to wrap it around. And I'm going to wrap it around the stick, and you just pick one.
Okay.
And you're going to.
I like the little sheep.
Isn't that cute?
That's really cute.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you're just going to double knot. So knot once.
And twice.
Yep, and then twice, right?
Okay.
And
that's it. Kids can do that.
Oh my gosh, yes. And also, it doesn't matter the age, because I mean, if they're learning to tie their shoes.
Fine motor skills, right?
Yes,
here.
exactly. Get them off of the tablet and get them onto something else.
Look at that.
So then you keep on adding your pieces.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and keep on adding a couple just so we can get people the idea.
And I like the variety. They're all red, white, and blue, but like just a little bit of a variety there.
Exactly. Yeah, it doesn't really. You don't have to be, fabric specific. I mean, this could go for really anything, any holiday, any.
It's closer together, do I?
Yeah, you can put them. You can put them as close or as far apart as you want. I mean, it goes back to that aesthetic that you're looking for. Same thing with the size of the fabric. These are 1 1/4 inch, but
1 1/4 inch.
Yes, but if you want them to be bigger,
longer, or wider, or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, and these are just what's called width of fabric, meaning that they are just 1 inch strip cuts all the way up the fabric.
And you did this cute little end on some of them here, though.
Yeah.
You got your fancy scissors out for some of these.
I did. So on the ends, I went ahead and used pinking shears, which make this little zigzag right here.
Yeah, they're cute.
Yes, it makes a little zigzag on the end. And you can do that up and down the whole thing. Just, obviously, I'm not going to fib. I'm getting a little bit older, and I didn't want to use my scissors quite that much. But you can do that.
I get it.
It helps with fraying is the why.
Okay. All right. And this is looking good. This is coming together.
It is, yes. And so then you would continue.
I did mine backwards over here, I think. I don't know.
It's okay.
It's fine.
And the great thing is that they're easy to take off and change. So then
I
actually had someone who dropped off this vintage lace to me.
That's really cute.
Yes, so long ago. And so that's what I used on this one. And you can see like
just
this
to kind of to hang it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so now this is you're just going to tie this to either end.
To either end, and then you hang it up, and boom,
and you make it as long
decor
as you want. Yes.
The kids can be. This would occupy them for a while.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially like for all the steps, and it's one of those things where it's easy to break apart this project, have them do it for a little bit. Come back to it later.
Take a lunch break.
Yes, and come back to it later when
Mom,
they
I
say,
need a snack.
Hey, Mom, I'm bored, whatever the case is. Okay.
Look at that. Okay, so that's a good start.
Yes, and so then you would continue on with that.
All right.
And the way that this one is created is, this one is more of like, kind of like a windsock, like a, is that what you would call that? Like a wind catcher?
Yeah.
And this one, as you can see, it's knotted a little different.
Yeah,
right?
and you used, it looks like what, a mason jar lid?
I sure did. So that's a wide mouth mason jar lid.
You know you have one of these laying around.
Yes.
I absolutely do.
Absolutely. Even if you went to a farmer's market and got someone's fantastic, apple butter or whatever.
Or their honey.
Yeah, even if you don't you probably have one somewhere. Reuse it.
So the knot, you said, is different.
It's a little bit different.
Okay.
So go at like about the halfway point of your.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll do the first one I'm going to show you. So you're going to take that stick it through. And this is the easiest way to keep track of what you're doing. Now you're going to take each one, each end here, and you're going to poke this one through. And then you're going to do the same thing on this side.
Okay.
And you're going to draw
And then it looks
that
kind of
one
like
through.
a tie.
Yes, exactly. And so, and then now the pretty fabric, unless you twist it around like I just did. The pretty
It's all
fabric.
exposed.
It's all exposed. And then you can make it as loose or as tight as you want. So go ahead and try it. You're going to stick it through that way.
Okay, stick it through this way.
Yeah.
And then pull each end. Hold on. I'm so crafty.
You're doing great.
I think I got that right.
You do.
I think.
Yep.
Okay, so where are you located for people to come in? They need to get some fabric.
So my address is 242 Main Street, Helena, Ohio. And it's right down Route 6. So
It
anyone who knows
is,
where
and
Route
it's a
6 is.
cute, like I didn't, here, I messed that up, but
Here, I can help you out.
I totally did it wrong.
No, I don't feel like you did. I think you did just fine.
It's just backwards.
It
instead
is.
of upside down.
It is, but you know what? It's okay because we're going to go with it. We can.
There we go.
We can keep on adding, and that goes back to the kind of the, you know, the vintage feel.
I like it.
And so you would continue all around.
Yeah. And then you use that lace that you had, that vintage lace.
Yes, you would use the vintage lace, and you just cut 3 even pieces.
And then you just tied it around.
We just tied it around the top, and then I just made a little knot on the
a
top.
knot on the top to hang
And
it.
now you can hang this wherever, and your kids got to be a part of your decoration.
Holiday, you're decorating, and then you're going to keep that, and you put it away, and you'll bring it out next summer, or maybe you say, hey, let's make a different one, or do another one.
Absolutely.
And boom.
Yes.
I love these ideas. And you mentioned you're in Helena. There's some really cute other places to check out too. If you want to take a little road trip or something.
Yes, so we're actually kind of turning into a destination spot. So we have the summer kitchen interiors, okay, which are the summer
We've
kitchen
had
girls.
them on the show before. They make really great tea.
They're amazing. And then we also have Chateau Winery.
I've been there
Yes.
too.
And then
I have, yeah.
a lot of people have. And then we have Hasslinger Orchards, which is right down the way. And we also have an event coming up. So we have Fat Quarter Fourth at the shop and that is an event that we do. It's the 5th of July.
Okay, so make plans for Saturday then.
And something really cool to know is that Fremont Cutlery is going to be there to sharpen knives and scissors. So if you had, even if you
your
didn't,
fabric scissors definitely need
yes,
a sharpen.
yes,
in your
and
knives.
then and so even if you don't quilt, come on out and for a fee, of course, your Fremont Cutlery will be there sharpening knives and scissors.
Okay, that is on Saturday at your shop?
Saturday at my shop, July 5th.
Okay.
9 to 2.
Are you doing it? You're doing some deals.
I am. So it's buy 3 get 1 free. Fat quarters. That's a cut of fabric. And so it's just like it's just a fun.
You
plan.
get it.
Yes.
You get the quilters and all of my knitters, crocheters, all of those. Yeah, you know what she's talking about.
Do.
Take advantage of the deal coming up on Saturday, long weekend. People will be looking for stuff to do, and then
Yeah, come get the fabric for your project.
Very good. Thank you so much for coming. Good
You're
to see you.
welcome.
This was
Thank
fun.
you. Thank
I
you.
need some more practice. Still ahead on Good Day. It is Monday, and I've got a new home hack that involves a very popular but very messy summertime treat. We'll see how it all goes after this.